Hello, it's Mimi here at Antelope Valley Ford Lincoln Mazda, and today we have a very special guest here. We have the general manager, Doug Killebrew. How you doing, Doug?
Good. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Hey, so today I kind of want to sit down and talk with you. A lot of customers out there, they're really iffy on going to a dealership to purchase a car or get service on a vehicle. So today I kind of just want to sit down and ask you some questions. But first, before we get started, I kind of want to ask you, how long have you been in the car business?
Well, you made some fair points right out of the gate there. So as far as I go, I've been in the car business since '94. I started here as a salesman and sold cars, and I sort of worked my way up. Went through finance. I went on to become a sales manager, team leader, general sales manager, and now the general manager. 23 years I've been here at Antelope Valley Ford.
Wow. So you know everybody and everybody knows you.
You might say that.
All right. Well, hey, so yeah, like I said, I want to just kind of sit down and talk about just top questions that consumers have, just everyday questions that they have when they come in, they're purchasing a vehicle, or any services. So
fire away.
All right. So mega dealers, that's a big one. So why should consumers come here rather than going down below? Because there's like a little bit of a myth about pricing in vehicles. So why should I purchase a vehicle here locally?
Well, it's a good question, and it's one that is definitely on the top of everybody's mind. First of all, consumers, they want a good deal. Mm-hmm. They want to feel like somebody cares about them. And the local dealers not having as much inventory as some of the bigger metro dealers down in LA, for example, customers sort of get caught up in a Costco mentality, where if they have more inventory, they must be doing some sort of volume to where they can buy and sell for less. And that's where the myth has got a problem. In the United States, there's a franchise agreement, and all the dealers are regulated and pay the same. For example, a dealer in Kansas that has a volume of 15 or 20 cars a month pays the exact same price as a dealer in Los Angeles that maybe sells 1,500 cars a month. So it's up to the one dealer to market and sell that car, the 15, just like the guy that's going to sell the 1,500. So getting back to our community, we have to do things different. We have to somehow connect to the local consumer. We're a family-owned company. Mike Johnson's owned the place since 1979. Most every person in the dealership here has worked their way up. The managers have worked their way up from the ground floor. There's opportunity, and we try to do things a little bit different than some of the corporate-owned facilities, which are constantly hiring different staffs and different management and high turnover and stuff like that. Not that we don't have any turnover, but at the same time, community. We're community driven. We've given millions of dollars over the course of 38 years to local charity and your little leagues and the Queen program. There's just tons and tons of little things over the course of time. Getting back to pricing, we can't afford to do business by taking trying to make as much as we possibly can on every transaction. There just isn't any business model for that.
Okay, so that was really good.
The last thing I want to hit on is tax. Right? We're a community here. The Antelope Valley is a community, and realistically, it's built on taxes. The potholes, the churches, the schools, the police, all of that stuff comes from taxes. Car dealers contribute about 1/3 of the tax money for our communities to survive. So when somebody goes down and purchases a car elsewhere, keep in mind they paid the same as we did for the vehicle.
Right. You're taking it away from the community.
Correct. That they retain that tax money. So that's one less police officer. That's one less teacher for the kids. That's one less pothole that's going to get filled in theory. And in the Antelope Valley, it's a real challenge because 1/3 of the community is purchasing new cars from the Los Angeles area dealers. And that is a lot of money that leaves our town that can be utilized right here. And for what? $100?
Right.
Maybe? And each deal's customized to and tailored to what the consumer's needs are. So where are you going to build that relationship, right? And I think we have a little something to offer when it comes to that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I mean, if you don't mind, I'd like to come back and maybe ask you some more questions that other customers have and just viewers and.
Anytime.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much.
Right.
All right. Back to you.